Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, man. Okay, this is definitely not a good beginning of the stream. Now I've got my chat too dark. Okay, let's see if I can fix this. Sorry about that. It's been one of those days so far. Okay, let me try to restart the chat that allows me to. Okay. Allows me to see both streams at the same time. It's a little frustrating, actually. I actually had even the animate my avatar was even tracking really well earlier, and as soon as I go online, it just decides it doesn't want to work. So let me start those things back up one last time and see if it'll work. In the meantime, a very good morning to all of you out there. As I'm sure all of you are quite aware, today is December 31st, 2018. Yes, it's finally the last day of 2018. Some of you who are older, like myself, are probably saying, where the hell did the year go? I have no clue. It's seems like every year it goes seems like it goes faster and faster every year. Okay, so where in the heck did my and unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you are, tonight most people will be celebrating. Sadly, not everyone celebrates in the safest way. So, okay, I don't think my animation's gonna work today. Kind of a bummer. Okay, let's see. So yeah, it really would be nice if people actually partied more, or I should say, it would be nice if more people partied responsibly. It's just too many people seem to forget about safety altogether and what's best for everybody. What I mean by that is a lot of people insist on drinking and then getting behind the wheel. So hopefully if you are gonna drink, hopefully you do allow someone else to get behind the wheel for you and drive you home. Okay, let's see if we got this. So today we're going to take another look at Wrench, a new game for the PC that allows players to do work on a race car. Now, so far, this game has been pretty detailed. You can bleed the brakes. You can do all kinds of things. So, what I am curious about is how much of that car can be disassembled. I'm sure someone somewhere has done that already, but I haven't found any video that shows anything, so I am curious to find out for myself. If I can get there. Okay, I'm just gonna have to forget the webcam, I guess. We'll just have Mr. Wolf kind of just sitting on the side. I'm not sure if it's a lighting issue or what at this point, but we'll figure it out eventually. So I'm gonna set him aside or not. He doesn't want to go to the other page. Okay, so let's get the chat, the multi-channel chat going, which there it goes. And how about we load the game back up? So yeah, first I'm basically gonna show what the game is about, kind of play a few of the quote-unquote missions, and then I'm gonna go off mission, I guess you can say, and see how much of that car does come apart. And I'm not sure how much detail they have in the game, so hopefully we will find out. Whoops. Okay. Okay, well, at least the chat is a little better. And let me see if I can move the wolf animation, the wolf cam as it's called. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't get in the way too much. Okay, let's get into the game. So, we're gonna go to car details, and a lot of you have seen this before. We're gonna try it again. We got to the brake pads last time, and seemed like everything was kind of broke. So we are going to, okay, right now basically it needs 4 new tires, needs an oil change. There's only 3 hours of good oil left. Transmission oil needs done. Brake fluid, probably should change that. And there is mark for delegate. We'll go into that later. I'm not sure if we can, but we're going to do all this ourselves. And as you can see, there's all kinds of, I mean, right now this all looks good. And so we can't do any of this yet. Wonder what any. No. Wow, look at this. Front subframe. I mean, there's just tons of stuff. So let's stick to mission. Tires of fluids and brake fluid. I think I enjoyed the bleeding the brakes. Keep the volume down so it doesn't bother people as much. Okay. And every time you start a new game, it seems like the car is another color. You can squat, C, just go down, space bar to go up. It's not as, you know, I will say, based on what I've seen on YouTube, it's not as easy to play this in just regular PC mode. VR really adds a lot to the game. Okay, so we're gonna, yeah, I love how the flashlight does. Everything just kind of stays where you put it. I wish it were that way in real life. Okay, so we need to drain the transmission fluid since we have to refill it. Now, I do watch racing, but I'm not familiar as to how often you really need to, change all this. I mean, personally, it seems like you would change it every race. But the races in this game seem to be a little short. Okay, so now we have to undo the transmission. So, let's see, does this, we know that this is a 30 kilonewton, I think it is, or micronewton. I'm not exactly sure. This is based on the European. Over here we go, square pounds, pounds per square inch. And this is not easy to get exact. It goes, there we go. Okay, so we want to loosen first. Okay, we got our pan. So, push Q. Now we need to grab this, put it aside. Okay. Grab this. Now we need to take this out. This is where we put the transmission fluid back in. And if you take this, you go here, you can find out more information usually. Guess not on that one. This says the torque is 30 newtons, plus or minus 25%. So I guess I didn't have to be exact, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, so okay, that's done. So we're gonna put this back in. Gonna put this to tighten. Okay, now that we have it tightened now we have to torque it. We have it set to 30. A torque of 30. Okay, once it clicks like that, it's tightened. Okay, so now we can, while we're filling the transmission fluid, why don't we get the oil changed? Personally, I think this pan's a little underkill. I kind of like how Car Mechanic did it. And you would think in a race shop, you would think that they would have better equipment. Okay, so we're going to put this to loosen. Okay, so let that drain. Now we're gonna get our transmission fluid. We need 2 of these, I believe. And we're walking right through our oil. That's okay, they don't, nothing against walking through oil, I guess. Okay, so we need to put this where we took that side bolt out, and now we have to pump. Might want to look away for this. This is one part where the VR is far better. You don't have the screen going up and down like this. Now, I do know pumping fluid in is something that's actually a realistic action. Some vehicles, some high performance parts and vehicles require that. Okay, we got one done, so we need to get one more bottle. Like I said, after we do a few missions, a few of these jobs, I am gonna take the entire car apart. I want to see how much is in the game already. I mean, so far things are pretty realistic, except for the length that these reach. When you're doing the brakes, I'll show you what I mean. When you're bleeding the brakes, the reach of those hoses seem to be a little, well, actually a lot. The realism in how far the hose goes. I mean, it is an invisible hose like this, but I could take the main pump across the garage and still pump the pressure up before you bleed the brakes. Okay, that sounds it makes a different sound when it's full. So let's get this out. They need to have a disposal area. I guess, technically I could just leave it wherever I wish. Okay, so this is the same as the other. Takes the same pressure. Make sure we're on Titan. We're gonna push R for electric. And now that we have it, I think I might have to get to the side. Doesn't want to tighten when you're okay. Yeah, let's just okay, why can't I get this going? And by the way, you can snap a bolt. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. I'm just at a bad, there we go. There we go. I'm probably gonna break it. Wow. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch up to this one. Let's get to about 30. Doesn't have to be perfect, but that's good enough. Remember, it says plus or minus. I don't know why it won't tighten anymore. Let me try some. This seems... Hey, how you doing, Alpha Wolf? Oh yeah, this is a lot more in-depth. If car mechanic were anything like this, yeah, it would be awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, car mechanic is a very good game. I really enjoy playing it. But this, there we go. Okay, that snapped. Okay, so now we get the oil out of the way. Yeah, they really, as far as draining the liquids, they need the same thing as car mechanic. And I'm doing pretty good today. Just can't believe this year has gone so quickly. And how are you doing today? That's a bigger, more important question. Let's tighten. And you know, it doesn't like that angle. There we go. think it's gonna snap. Yep. That scared the crap out of me. I had it set to 30. Okay, so I need the, okay. I'm glad to hear it. Hey, at least I still have it set to this. Now, I'm not sure where the money is coming from because I don't see, I guess the race team pays for this. But as you can see, they say 30 newtons. I wish they would do the US measurement, but hey, it's okay. And we go to where they spawn. Okay, let's get this going. Let me try this. I have this set to 30. So we tighten it. There we go. That did it. Okay, so now we're gonna actually let's grab our flashlight. Kind of strange that everything floats, but that's okay. Let's lower our vehicle. We're gonna, the oil is a little tricky. This takes 4 quarts. Seems a little, whoops. Okay, yeah, I don't know how I grabbed that so easily. Let's try again. Yeah, the hood doesn't just open, it just comes off. Okay. And since I have difficulty with my middle mouse button, I did change that to actually a keyboard, a key on my keyboard. I'm really thankful I have a Corsair keyboard that allows me to do all those things. Okay, grab the oil. I hope it's still with me. Let's walk through the dirty oil. So, if we look, whoops, this is up to 5 quarts up here. And it also has liters. Okay, take the lid off. I don't know where it went. Okay, now we put our, yeah, like I said before, Car Mechanic, I think Car Mechanic Simulator 18 has to be one of the best I've seen so far. But, okay, yeah, this is completely empty. I'm just making sure. Access it. Okay. Now the key is, it is easy to overfill this, but you need 4 quarts exactly, and it's kind of hard to tell. Let me let that go down. We haven't even gotten close. But the downfall to this game is there's not a variety of cars. which I can fully understand. Instead of working on, you know, uh, adding various cars and how they're put together, they focused on one vehicle. But like I said, we're gonna do a few missions and then we're gonna gut the car, because that's one thing I'm very, very curious to learn. It's how in depth does this really go? Okay, hopefully I didn't overfill. Looks like we're okay. Turn the brightness down. Actually, we still have like another. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. And just to confirm, now with the dipstick, don't grab it down here. That'll pour the whole mechanism out. 70, what was it, 78? Yeah, okay. But you have to be careful, because if you overfill it, you have to actually open it up or raise it up. I hope I didn't. Raise the car up and drain some out. Okay. You would think that in a race shop that they would have an easier way of doing this. That might be. Might be able to do a little bit more. Okay. Now watch. 101. Oh, come on. Well, that should be okay. Okay. Just that little bit. Okay. Where's the cap? It's way up here. But yeah, if you have VR capabilities, this game is, from what I've seen, is more rewarding. Okay, I'm just gonna... Wait, what happened to the... Oh, I thought I picked it up. Okay, so now we're, I'm gonna move this. I'm tired of walking through a thing of transmission and oil fluid. Okay, now we have to, no, we need to brake oil. So, what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna set this. Let me just set this over here. I wonder if I should raise this up a little, just so I can get to things a little. There we go. Actually, a little higher. Okay. Now, before I do this, it does say we need to change these tires, and let me show another interesting thing on this. This tool will actually show you the status So that's what a brand new still looks pretty good. This is, yeah, see now it's starting to show a lot of wear. But this is going to need 108 as far as torque to once we tighten it back up. So we are going to go with this, set to 108 or close to. I think in VR mode you actually can push those buttons, which is really nice. Okay, close enough. When I get kind of I can tend to get a little exact as far as making sure I get the exact number. But again, I'll show with this tool. It says see plus or negative 20%. So you have a 20% leeway either way. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, since I got this here, we are going to, we need 4. Okay, so let's take this tire off. Yes, I love how it goes through the hole. And if you're using the mouse and the keyboard, there's 2 modes with your right mouse button. You click it and it allows you to move your cursor around the screen of what you can see. Click it again, it allows you to move. Now, the big problem with that is it makes it a little interesting as you change, if you accidentally hit it. Okay. But yeah, this is a interesting game. I've been kind of screwing around with this game. Last night, it's like my wife was saying, "Haven't you played that enough? It seems like you're doing the same thing over and over." It's like, yeah, so. Now I'm kind of curious when this comes into. Okay. Wow. Okay. It doesn't tell me what this is. And what is this? Wait, did it automatically put... It put a new one right here. Okay. Oh, one thing you can do. I guess this is for smaller items. You're supposed to be able to move this. Move. Well, okay, screw that. It doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, let's get these off. Yeah, I'm not sure what those buttons do there. One of them, I think, resets. I think think I'm blocking. Yes, I was blocking that. Yeah, I was saying I only count 3. Okay, let me go ahead and take this off. Now, I'm taking these off now because I need to access the brake line, fluid line. Okay, so let's put this away. Kind of seems strange that everything can kind of, you can take this through the car. Okay, so let's go ahead and start our brake fluid. Make sure we have enough brake fluid, because that was one of the tasks that we were given. So you put that on here. You want to go up above 9. Yeah, that's a good place for that. No, we don't need this yet. I want to raise, there we go. Okay. I want to move that so I can see the gauge. So this is, yeah, this goes PSI. We want to go almost 10 on this. Just over 9. A lot of people say 9, but I've read somewhere that it's about 10. And remember, as you bleed your brakes, you are going to lose pressure. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so now we need to get one of these, which actually says brake fluid recovery. This thing's a little funky. Okay, so what we do with this, there is your, let me see if I can get, there is your line. So what we do now, which is a pain in the butt, each tire you have to come back and grab this wrench. Okay, okay, so as soon as that shows clear, no black lines, no nothing, then it's completely, the line is completely good to go. No air, no nothing. So, come on. Okay, that's what we want right there. As soon as you push Q, yeah, I love how the oil, the fluid recovery just went through our, okay, now, whoops. Okay, it's connected. Go back, get our wrench. And keep in mind, this is still connected up there. Keeping the pressure. Now, if you unscrew that up there and try this, you won't get anywhere. As soon as you unscrew that, you lose all your pressure. And that's actually how it is in the real world. You need to keep that connected to keep pressure. should be good. So, okay, so we're gonna take this. I know it's kind of weird seeing those leg nuts just sitting there. It's like, aren't you gonna move them? Okay, this one's a little difficult. Uh-oh. Where'd we take off? I think we took off the bottom plate. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to rotate this, which is usually rotate is the middle mouse button. As I've said before, I have trouble with it, so I placed it on one of my 18 function keys. Okay, let's see if we can line this up now. This is a part that is still a little frustrating for me. Boy, this is a pain in the butt. Now you would think you could click on this. Okay, where did it go? Well, let's try from this side. Yeah, because this is totally legit. I mean, doesn't everybody? There we go. Hey, it worked. Doesn't everyone climb inside the wheel well to, That's okay. Even though that's not completely legitimate, the game still has enough that we can overlook some of those things. So, now keep in mind we're still connected up in the engine compartment. We still have, let's, there we go. I just think it's funny that it reaches so far. That's a long hose. Okay, we got a wrench. So let's get in here. Let's flush this line, make sure we have all the air out. I really enjoy games like this. I enjoy the hardcore games, strategy games, stuff like that. But, there's something to be said about games that just it doesn't require a lot out of you. It's just kind of relaxing. There's no speed drills. You don't have to be so fast. Nothing like that. It's just enjoyment. So now we need to connect it to this one. There we go. And I believe this thing is still in early access. I'll have to check to make sure. But, speaking of early access, I read reviews on games that are in early access, and people just don't seem to understand what early access is all about. A case in point is with the Atlas, I believe it's called. A lot of the complaints, besides the obvious, that what people are saying is just a rebuild of Arc and all this, a lot of the complaints are, there's bugs in the game, and things don't run smoothly. It's like, oh wow. What a shocker. It's like sometimes I feel like slapping these people and telling them to wake up. It's early access. If you're not prepared to play a game that has more problems than a fully released game, then you might as well just stay completely away from early access games. I mean, it's sad, really, to be honest. It's sad how people just kind of, really reduce the rating of a game simply because of the early access aspect of it and the fact they don't fully seem to comprehend. Okay, so we've drained the brakes. We've bled the brakes. There's one last thing that I always do this during oil changes. They didn't say it needed it, but we're gonna do it anyways. The oil filter. So let's take the oil filter over here. It's pretty easy. Yeah, see, that's 3 of 10. But if you don't change it now, just kind of a heads up, if you don't change it now, then after your next race, or the first race, okay, your oil change and changing the oil filter will be out of sequence. So it's always a good idea to change all that if you can. It is weird how it just kind of, the tires just go through other parts. Okay. Okay, so let's get the oil filter in. Wow, I thought I grabbed that. There's 2 ways you can grab something. You can either hold the left mouse button down, or you can just click it quickly and it'll grab it, and click again to release it. Yeah, I was about to say to ungrab. It's like, what the hell is that? What's ungrab? And like I said, every time you start a new game, you'll have a different, chances of getting a different color car are pretty high. I've had a red car, I've had a kind of a chrome looking car. They all look pretty nice. Okay, so I'm gonna squat down. Okay, now we need to just put these back in place. Okay. So remember, these take 108 as far as torque goes. So we got it set to Titan. I'll first go around and tighten it just with the electric system. And why is it in a shop, in a race car shop? Where is our air tools? I mean, why are we doing this manually? I mean, I kind of get why we are. Okay, that one's. But, to be honest, if everything was, if we were using air tools, you kind of lose out on a lot of the experience. Not just ignore the handle, kind of, going into the tire and through the fender. Yeah, that didn't happen. You're seeing things. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how much they are going to do with this game. It'd be kind of cool if you had something that you carry that, like a magnetic, something magnetic that you could stick your bolts on and all that stuff. So I'm not exactly sure how far they're going to take the development of this game. Already the game is impressive in my opinion. And for someone like myself who can't physically do the work, but understands what needs to be done, and it's pretty cool. Okay, I think I got them all. That's reassuring. The driver comes in. So how did it go? Well, I think I got it all done. Yeah, that would be nerve-wracking. So, okay, let's. No. You're supposed to go into star motion, but we're just like hand tightening at this point. Once you start torquing, you should go in a star type configuration. since we just have 4 bolts, you basically crisscross. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool if they add like air tools. I know we have an air compressor in our garage. Not really sure how much we're gonna use it, but it's nice to know we have it. And there are tons of add-ons for air compressors. And heck, going into a hardware store, looking at all that, it's like being in a candy store for those who like tools. I mean, if you want, yeah, compression wrench, whatever, almost anything you could think of, they have. We're gonna, our neighbors and us are gonna treat our fence here in January. You know, get one of those spray systems to put the water treatment on the wood. Of course, the builders don't do that kind of thing, so. Okay, I think we're done with this job. Again, well, yeah, telling the driver comes in, how's the car? Well, I think we're done. If we're not, our bad. Okay, so now we go to car details. Okay, we've done this. So we go remove from lift. That's kind of funny. You can do fix for me. So everything is reset to fully new. So now you rent the car, which is kind of weird. This is just saying what these parts are found. So a 5-hour race, and it says you have serviced 3.8% of this car and will gain XP from a successful race. Okay, well, so let's rent. Kind of weird that we're renting a car out. Okay. Rental result flawless. Gain 90 XP. Next level. Just 10 XP. Okay, so now. Okay, we could still go one more race on these things. Now we're going to, let's see. Level 2. Yeah, some of these things are reaching their, like the front brake pads. The rotors are okay, so we need to change the brake pads. Might are change them both. Wait, which front brake pad? On both sides or just one side? Because remember, there's 2 brake pads per side. Okay, look at this. Front caliper pin, front shock body, front brake pad. Yeah, I'm not sure which brake pad. Okay, so are the brake pads the only thing? Rear brake pads. Yeah, it seems like all I need to do is the brake pads for now. Okay, well okay, I'm just gonna change on all four. Okay, so let's get the car, whoops. Let's put on lift. So we're doing the brake pads, which this is where I kind of got lost last time I tried streaming this. It's a little confusing how you do the brake pads. At least it was for me. Okay, so oh no. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get these tires off. Now, unlike last time, I'm gonna move these bolts because it's gonna get a little complicated if we have too much. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so where, I guess I can stick these over here. It's just kind of weird how these all float around. It sounds like the school bell is. We're down the street from the elementary school, which actually isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Okay, so we need to change the brake pads. So, now obviously I've never changed brake pads, but we need to remove this first. And this is still fine. So we're gonna change. I'm gonna see. Now does this tell us? No. Okay. Now here's what I'm wondering. If we take the brake pads off, do we have to redo the okay, am I gonna have to refresh the system? Okay, let me take this out. Now, I want to see if it shows me the torque. It's not going to show me the torque, is it? Actually, this shows a pin. Isn't this supposed to have a torque? Guess not. Okay. Seems a little odd to me, but so be it. Okay, there's one more. It's so roomy in here. Yeah, because if I'm taking this off, this seems to me that so I don't know if anyone watches this. Um, I'm thinking I do. I'm thinking this is definitely something that. Okay, so this comes off. Yeah, see, I completely took this off. So to me, it seems like I need to flush the brakes. Okay, now we need to get the pads off. I'm gonna take the inner pad off first. Wait, these seem pretty good though. Let me check this. Actually, let me get out here first. Car details too. Yeah, see it. Oh, it says they're not quite gone yet, but they're not. They won't last another race. So yeah, okay. So even though they look good, we're gonna. Okay, so we took this out. Gonna set this here. We need to take this off. Okay. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, instead of going through the catalog, I'm just gonna go to the brake pad. Okay, buy two. Some might be saying this is a waste of money. One could have gone a whole race, but I disagree. Especially if you're racing, you want it to be. Oh no, wait. Does this have to go this way? Yeah. No, it's kind of hard to get this straight. Okay, so we need to get this side back on. Then we need, hopefully, now last time I tried this, it wouldn't go back in. That time it did. Cool. So I don't think this will work without rotating this. Yeah, see, so let me stick this here. Get this. Actually, wait. I got turned around, don't I? Okay. I think that's correct. then put this back in. Okay, it does rotate on its own. Okay, now we need to put the rotor back on. Okay, now here's what I'm concerned about. It's like, okay, so if I hope that's, because if you notice, like I said, it doesn't show. Actually, maybe I should read. Okay, let me, and you can, let's see, does it, oh, it doesn't show it, does it? So how do I find out? Wow. How do I know how do I know how much torque to put on this? Okay. Well, I hope this is going to be correct. That's the one problem with this. It's like, I don't know exactly what torque I need to. Okay, so we got that done. But again, do I need to change the... I'm assuming that I'm going to have to do the, okay. I'm assuming I am going to definitely have to bleed the brakes. Because I took off, we took off that. We basically disconnected the line. So this game does kind of rely on you having some knowledge, but I'm assuming you can get away with quite a bit without knowledge or little knowledge. If you don't know anything about cars, you're going to have a far more challenging time, which is fine. Just like airplanes. When I started playing flight simulators, I didn't know much about navigation methods, things like that. I just learned by playing the game. Okay, so this obviously is going to be in the front. And as I promised, once we get this mission done, we will disassemble. Okay, where's the top bolt? Come on, buddy, where's the top bolt? Is that all it takes on the back is one? I guess so. Wow. Okay, let's set this here. Now we need to take I want to keep that on until I get it out. Okay. Actually, I'm going to keep it on this side. Wait, why does this say something's wrong with this? This says 6 of 18. Okay, let me check what's going on. Front brake pads, yeah. Yeah. So what was it I had to change in the back? Rear brake pad. Okay, so only one of these are, well, I'm going to change them all anyways. Yeah, screw it. Okay, so okay, I bought 6. Okay, take that. Okay, so let's see. it's always, I mean, especially with brakes, it's always better safe than sorry. You know what? I screwed up. I bought, yeah, I bought too many back. Wait, this has to go like this. There we go. Yeah, I screwed up big time. I only need, hey, I flipped it around. Okay. And kind of like, I guess we're kind of like in the situation we were before. And what I mean by that is just like in Gold Rush the game, we're basically kind of screwed. Can only carry one thing at a time. Okay, so like I said, after this, I'm going to completely take the car apart. Hopefully we have enough time. Have to start getting ready for our New Year's festivities. We're not going to do too much. I mean, we're not big partiers, you know, we never were, but the last, I guess the last 4 or 5 years, we've basically went to bed early, before midnight. It's not that we don't enjoy celebrating New Year, just we don't have, usually we're getting up with the chickens, or before the chickens actually, between 1 and 2 a.m. Even the chickens think we're nuts. So we just don't have the energy to do that anymore, which is okay. Okay, so neighbor got a new smoker, and he's been kind of modifying it. So he said we're going to be his guinea pigs. And after we have dinner at their place, they're going to come over to our place for a nightcap. Leave their kitties behind. So that should be fun. You know, I tell you, if you have neighbors that you really get along with, count yourself very blessed. You know, there is a saying, actually I think I need to go the other way. There is a saying that you can't pick your neighbors. There we go. I need to do this, I think. Yeah. And there's a reason for that saying. A lot of people's neighbors are just kind of tormenting. But our neighbors actually have a similar sense of humor to ours. It's really cool. We all have kind of a warped sense of humor. But you know, these days you have to kind of be that way. I think I need to get back this way further. Boy, okay, there we go. And again, like I said, we're not putting the tires back on yet. Simply because I think I'm gonna have to flush the brakes. Since we're taking the calipers off, it kind of seems like you would have to. I mean, you're basically disconnecting and losing fluids. So I'm just going ahead with that kind of idea. Oh, come on, you don't want to go back on yet. So that's the kind of what I'm going on. It's like, this stands to reason. I could be wrong. I mean, that's always a possibility. Okay, so we are going to take this off. I think we'll just leave these right there for now. So I need to get 2 of these. I can't believe I ordered 2 of the others. Ordered too many back brake pads. I'm so used to car mechanic where brake pads are brake pads are brake pads. obviously the front, here's the front brake pads, and here's the back. They are different, which is actually simulates the real world. In the real world, front and back brake pads are not always the same. Now there's exceptions. Some, actually, and quite a few cars use the same, but in particular when you, boy, there's a, okay, racing in particular, they, they have different parts for different, do I have that backwards? Alright, they go on. Anytime you see green, that means it's connected. Okay. Got that one down. Okay, take that one. Now, if this was a regular shop, I would just be saying, I think, it's okay, we ordered too many, we'll just keep the others in stock for the next time we need to change brakes. Okay, let's get this rotated. I think I'm thinking I might actually change the key I used to for the right button, or middle button rather. Okay, put this on. Or not. Go on, go on. I know you want to. Okay, now if these don't work, then it's all on me. Oh no, come on. Oh, have to put them in place first. There we go. Okay. So, now we need to lower this down since I can't reach in there. Actually, I should have just clicked the home. Okay, let's put it down a little ways. Okay, there we go. I'm just doing this as a precaution. And remember, after we finish this mission and it's successful, we are definitely going to completely disassemble this car. I want to see how many parts come off this car. Actually, I guess I could have left this over here. There we go. I'm not sure if it's cool or sad that we can go through the sides of the vehicle. And that's some pretty haunting type experience. Okay, we need to pump this up. Yeah, it's time to get dizzy again. Don't look if you get dizzy easily. Epileptic seizure warning. Now, you know, regardless of what some people think, you can actually get seizures, or people with epileptic seizures can actually get seizures just by the screen moving rapidly. It's not necessarily only a strobe and light situation. Okay, that's good. Yeah, right through the frame. Let's grab. Or not. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's a lot of misunderstandings about what causes seizures. Okay, yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if I need to do this, but better safe than sorry in my book. I mean, anytime you take out the caliper, as we did, it just seems like you should bleed the brakes. Okay, this doesn't want to go on, so. Just kind of strange at what levels that actually, or what position that actually makes contact. Okay. Bleed that brake. Okay. Yeah, it seems like someone made a big mess in my shop. I think I'm gonna have to rotate this. Okay, let's see if that'll work. this I think is the only, I think this is something they need to work on. Let me see if there's a way I can, no. Come on. Don't be this way. Wow. Okay, this is a pain in the butt. Well, let me do the front one first. Yeah, see, that just pops right in. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. Okay, we'll put this here. Hopefully they figure that out soon, but that's the only, so far that's the most frustrating part of the game for me is, and it seems to be the rear left side that causes the issues. Okay, we have one more to do. Let's see if it's gonna cooperate. Maybe we have to hold our tongue just right. There it goes. Wow, what a pain. No, stay. Okay. Oh, come on. Accidentally hit the Q button. Don't hit the Q. Especially if you're clear across the room from. Okay, so again, like I said, as soon as we get this mission done and rent the car out and it comes back and we get a level up, we are taking this car completely apart. We're gonna have a mess. Okay. And I think what I'm gonna do, just to be safe, is I am going to save the game. Save my progress so I don't have to worry. Okay, so all that's done. I should be able to take this. Okay, let me put the hood back on. Okay. Be kind of nice if you could lock down that, push those. You're supposed to push those front levers down to lock the hood in place. Okay, there we go. There we go. Almost took the side panel off. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next part, to be quite honest. I want to see, I'm sure others are interested. Some of you probably have seen someone do this. I've done searches on YouTube, and I have yet to find anything more than the first stage, which is the basic oil change, the fluid changes, which is kind of disappointing. I thought there would be more. Okay. Because, how far the car comes apart, how much of the car you can disassemble. Well, so really gives you the best indicator as to, I'm just gonna tighten these as I'm going. There we go. But how far you can, or how much of the car you can take apart, like I said, that's gonna tell us how in-depth the game really is at this point. Whoops. I'm hoping we can take the engine completely apart, take out the rings and injectors, all that fun stuff. Okay, let's get to next. Oops. No, didn't want to do that. Come on, go back on. Thank you. I think that's the first thing we'll do when we take the car apart. Take off the sides, take off the skin. But I'm sure as time goes on, they're gonna add more vehicles. I hope, at least I hope they do. But one thing, I want them to focus on first is making the car that they have now, you know, allowing you to do as much as possible with the car that they offer now. And once that car is up to what their vision of the game is, then start adding more cars. Perhaps add them as DLC. Um, I don't know. Not sure if some people are really against DLCs. I, for one, am not. I look at DLCs as basically a way for especially small companies to continue to bring in revenue to help them make the game make games that they have already on the market better and help them develop new games. So you shouldn't look at DLCs as, the company just doing another cash grab. That's not always true. In most cases, DLCs, especially with smaller companies, allow those companies to actually, bring in a little much needed revenue to assure that they can continue their work. Even though a game is, comes to market and they sell so many units, they still have to pay people each month. They still have insurance. They still have rent, power. Running a business, regardless of what type of business, is expensive. There's a lot of overhead. Okay, so I believe we got this one done. I hope. So, we are going to lower this. We're going to see if there's any problems. We're going to let them race it, or rent it out rather. Then we are going to take this thing completely apart. Okay, so we are going to test car. This car needs work. What issue? Engine runs, no symptoms, fallen parts are not installed. Wait, on which one? Brake master cylinder cap. What, did I miss a... You know what, did I leave a... Oh crap, did I leave a master cylinder somewhere? Okay, wait, those are the brakes. Okay, well, I tell you what, we're not gonna wait. Let's just take this car apart. not sure where I went wrong, but it's all okay. We're gonna put basically the yeah, I'm not sure how much you can take off. So, what should we start with? Should we start with the engine? Oh, you know what? Yeah. Where is it? Oh, it's way up here. Should I try one last time? See if I can get this to go. It's kind of weird that you can walk through the car. But, you know, considering this is supposed to be a VR experience, I suppose not bad. Okay, remove from list. Test car. Okay, so let's go ahead and rent a car. That way, by doing this too, we can get rid of all the parts in the garage too and get experience. Wow. You have leveled up. So we're going to need to do all the tires, okay. Oh yeah, see, look at, there's bushings and stuff. Okay, these don't show up. So as you go up the level. Okay. Well, let's take this thing apart. Okay, so now we got everything done. Let's kind of go where we actually, before we do that, I'm going to save the game. Unfortunately, the only way you can save the game now is to quit. So I'm going to save the game. Okay, we saved it. Now we can go back in. Yeah, that's one. I think that's one thing I don't like about the game is how come on. Yeah, I don't like how that works. They need to allow you. They need to allow you a way to save your progress without having to start over, or without having to boot out and then go back in. Okay, so why is it? Okay, wait. What's? Okay, look at it. Put it up on the elevator. It put it up on the lift. It was down. Okay, so we're gonna see how much we can take off. guess we need to move it back this way. Okay. There we go. Oops. There we go. Make sure it stays nice and... Okay, so here's my question. Since we did take, or since we haven't gone up in level too much, are we not going to be able to do as much? Okay. Now, the PCB valve. Doesn't even tell you anything, does it? Actually, let me see. If I click on one of these, is it going to tell me how much torque? Oh yeah, look it, you have to follow the... Oh wow. You have to do this exactly as the diagram shows. Interesting. And it has to be 7.5 as far as the torque. Okay. Huh. That's kind of cool. Oh, that doesn't even... Okay. Yeah, I wonder if I should lift this up a little. Like I said, we are just taking this car apart as far as we can. Too far. I'm just curious to see just how in depth this is. have a feeling that this is gonna be a mess by the time I'm done. Like I said, we need something for bolts. Okay. I know a lot of people are saying, screw the bolts, just take it apart. Now what would really be cool is putting it back together after you're done. Okay, so okay, tension spring. Oh wow. Oh, too bad Alpha Wolf isn't here to see this. This is cool. Okay, so I need to I think I need to take these out to take the tension. $45 newtons. Okay, wow. And what's okay. 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 Okay, so I need to take this off. But I have a feeling, yeah. I think I have a few more screws holding this top part in. Now is this okay, so how does this come out? Huh, I wonder if this... Okay, wait, I think that goes on there. And then there we go, and then we can loosen. Yep. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna run it. It's gonna get messy, but that's okay. We're taking this puppy completely apart. Boy, look how many. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I remember many years ago, my brother used to take everything apart. When he took the lawnmower, you name it. If it was connected, or if it was a motor, it came apart. Okay, we won't do those yet. Actually put this on this side. And you know, by doing that, oh yeah, he kind of made a father mad, but he learned quite a bit. Now, does this come off? Or is it on the opposite side? Not sure how I take this off. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about that right now. Okay, I think we need... Yeah, this is pretty damn detailed. Man, this is gonna be a mess to put back together. But hey, like I said, we're here to show. Actually, I want to show. Yeah, like I said, I want to show how detailed this is. So, don't expect me to put this back together today. We are just going through and seeing what kind of trouble we can create. So far, it's as detailed as Car Mechanic Simulator 18 and then some. I mean, I've read posts in Car Mechanic Simulator 18, people are saying, oh, you need to have wires and fluids, stuff like that. Well, this game actually brings all that. Now, I'm not quite certain. This is gonna be personally, I'm not certain. What did I guess I'm not certain about the way they've decided to present the game. Okay, so wait. Got the end pieces too. And what I mean by that is, just you being a mechanic for the race team. Or renting out your vehicle. I'm still not. Okay, now wait, we still got these little O-rings. This is gonna be, to be honest, I wasn't expecting this level of detail. So yeah, if you've played Car Mechanic Simulator in the past, it helps with this game a little bit, but yeah, don't expect it to really give you everything you need to know. There we go. Got this one out. Now this, okay, cool. I'm gonna run out of space. I think I'm putting things too close. Oh, this is kind of funny and frightening and cool all at the same time. Okay. Yeah, I've got all these little screws that need to be moved. Actually, we need to take this out. This stuff's gonna get lost so easily. Looks like that's a cotter pin. Okay, that's not. Oh, you know what? Now this is gonna get messy. But how am I gonna get this out? Wow. Okay, so it looks like we could take this out. And then again, maybe not. Okay, yes, we can. Well, I tell you, if you're not a mechanic, now, I admit, I'm not a mechanic. So a lot of this is like Greek to me. Okay. I mean, it's one thing to do this. Oh, wow. Too cool. Now, this is where I'm gonna ruin it. It's gonna kind of go through all the different Okay. Yeah. Look at all these screws. We need a magnet. Oh my goodness. Oh, we forgot to take off the bottom panels. This is crazy. Well, like I said, we were gonna find out just how far you can take this. Oh, come on. Well, I guess we can't take that. Damn. No, we'll just let it run on the floor. You know, I wonder if this has a motor lift. And we haven't started on the shocks and all that stuff yet. What, this comes out now? Somehow I kind of thought it'd be a little... Wow. Actually, what I can do... Now, let's see if I can find the screw. There we go. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, we need to actuate. Let's leave this up there. This should be able to go to 30. Close enough. No, no. I loosened instead of tightened. Just want to keep that all in one piece. Oh, I can't believe this. Of course, this comes off. Now, I wonder if I can put this back in. Okay. Wonder why that was hidden, or if that's just a mistake. Okay, so. Oh wait, I think I have to. I don't even know what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm just loosening bolts. Now I think I'm doing the. Okay, so how do I? Oh, flywheel. Yeah, flywheel and all that good stuff. Okay, so how do I get this out? Seems like there's still something that's. Well, I have to say I'm impressed with the detail so far. It's. In my opinion, that. Okay, so we need to. Now we're elevated beyond car mechanics, a level of complexity. you're not impressed with, my opinion, if you're not impressed with the level of detail that we're seeing here, boy, I tell you, then I think you're a little too picky. I've read some reviews where people were saying that they were actually disappointed with the level of detail. I guess it just goes to prove you can't please everyone. So we're gonna just see. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna stream, but we're gonna see how much we can take out. Now, the funny part would be if I decide to put it back together. Oh, I missed one. And like I said, I love engines. I love knowing how they work. I just don't have the physical capability to work on them. So I never learned all that makes a vehicle run. Oh, this will be nice. There we go. Just put it right here. Wow. This is just unreal. Oh, this is cool. Ew, wow, this is just so sensitive. Now, it would be nice if they had like a motor lift where you could take it out and work on it like they have in car mechanic and in real mechanics shops. But oh, I can actually, okay, I don't have to go way up there. Can you imagine doing a complete rebuild? I mean, in game, that just rebuilding the engine alone would, boy, that kind of looks messy in there. Just rebuilding the game, the engine alone, that should be worth, I mean, that'll probably take you hours. Which is nice because it really shows that there is a lot of playability to the game. Okay. Yeah, at this point, I'm gonna just say it. Um, although obviously you can play it keyboard mouse, um, but yeah, I can just imagine how much better this would be uh, using some sort of VR system. But you know, one thing I can see that this is gonna need, um, obviously need, is a way to kind of store, or you know, all these parts. The problem I'm seeing now is, you know, there's so many parts. It's like, where am I gonna, you know, how do you get all these screws? You know, all that stuff. It just seems so impossible. Okay, is this side completely done? Well, I guess it's on to this side now. But yeah, I can definitely see. Definitely see how VR would really make this a little, well, quite a bit easier. You're still having to move back and forth a lot, I think. But, and some might be saying, why don't you get VR? I would love to have a VR system. My issue is with VR, you have to use the left-right controller. And first of all, my left hand has very little, minimal um, movement. So there's no way I could control anything with my left hand. Definitely. I mean, that's definitely out. Which is unfortunate. I think the VR thing, I think I would definitely be into VR big time if it weren't for that. But, you know, like I always say, there's no sense in focusing on what we can't do. You know, I mean, you can, it's good to acknowledge what you can't do, but you shouldn't dwell on it and focus on it. So, you know, I acknowledge I can't, you know, there's no way at this time, there's no foreseeable way that I could hope to control a game in a VR-based game. But that doesn't mean that it won't change in the future. Okay, I'm gonna have to end the stream, so I will try to be back later.